promise now you won't lie what it is. When the storm arrives, would you be seen with me by the merciless eyes I've deceived? I've seen angels fall from blinding heights, but you yourself are nothing so divine. Just next in line. Arm yourself because no one else here will save you. The odds will betray you, and I will replace you. You can't deny the prize, it may never fulfill you. It loves to kill you. Are you willing to die? The coldest blood runs through my veins. You know my name. If you come inside, things will not be the same. When you return to my night, if you think you've won, you never saw me change. The game that we have been playing. I've seen diamonds cut through harder men than you yourself. But if you must pretend, you made me your end. Arm yourself because no one else here will save you. The odds will betray you, and I will replace you. You can't deny the prize, it may never fulfill you. It loves to kill you. Are you willing to die? The coldest blood runs through my veins. Try to hide your hand, get out of feet. Life is gone with just a spin on the wheel. Arm yourself because no one else here will save you. The odds will betray you, and I will replace you. You can't deny the prize, it may never fulfill you. It loves to kill you. Are you willing to die? The coldest blood runs through my veins. You know my name. 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 You know my name.
Hello there, everyone. Just a real quick announcement before we start. There's a lot of you watching clearly and waiting for the show. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Feel free to share around the channel, the show and whatnot, so more people can get in here. Don't mind the construction music, the sounds in the background. Apparently there was a mishap on the schedule, so they're here just before the show starts. That is a situation. It's not a big deal, so don't worry about it. Anyway, before we get back to the show, we got one more song to play. It's called, from the band Half Alive, Runaway.
I've been searching, nothing's working. I've been tripping, no one's perfect. Chasing vision, just the surface. Shirts on backwards, not on purpose. I've been learning something bigger. In expectations, feet were failing. I found blessings flowing from the side of heaven. Staring into my reflection, redirecting my perfection somewhere else. When there isn't any progress, lean on truth inside the promise, it is well. Hold my life out in front of me, dreams of who I wanna be. I'm seeing every empty page, but I find that everything I am is everything I should be. I don't need to run away. Something's working, heart is turning, vision's clearing, still I'm learning. That what I am, what I am, what I am, what I am is something more than I can plan. Go tell me now. I don't need to run away. I've been standing on a stage with just a mirror forced to face who I've become. Searching for a new escape, I scan the exits that embrace an easy out. I hold my life out in front of me, dreams of who I wanna be. I'm seeing every empty page, and I find that everything I am is everything I should be. I don't need to run away. 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 To run I don't need to run away. I don't need to run.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's show. We got a few things to talk about before we start, however. So let's get into it. Also, again, if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, which is more like construction stuff, that is a mishap apparently in the schedule. The people involved in fixing up the let's just say a section of the house should have been here a lot sooner, but they're not, and so it might be cutting into the showtime a little bit. But, since the show's about, continuing on, we're going to continue on regardless. It's not that big of a deal. So here's another however, there's a few announcements. Feel free to, share around the content so that more people get to hear about the stuff that's going on. I know that I'm awful at advertising my own show, and when people disappear from the show, or I disappear from the show for a while, people catch up difficulty. It's difficult for people to catch up. So feel free to share around the stream, let people know this is a thing before we get started. I would also like to, let's say a few things. There's also a super chat donation option down below for Streamlabs if you want to do that. So if you want to, feel free to support the content financially, also by posting your hot takes in the stream as well. Feel free to go ahead. Also, yes, they're very loud. I'm very well aware. So feel free to share the content that way. Feel free to help us out here. Yes, the saw goes burr on Khord. Basically, this is the end of Khord, I guess. Guys. So let's get into that. Also, another announcement before we start is a person by the name of Cowboy Ferret has made a decent video explaining the situation about KhordKitty before this drama has occurred. So if you want to share, support a smaller content creator who's taking the time to document the behaviors of KhordKitty, feel free to do so. It helps out a lot. Anyway, case in point, Saw Harder. Let's get on to it. So it's come to my attention recently that Khord hasn't learned his lessons from the last time he was on the show. And by extension, what happens with people in the Hunt series is that things don't end well when they don't learn their lessons. They had the chance to fix this. And it seems that Khord, well, he's getting his comeuppance. So feel free to join me tonight on a show in which we get to watch practically the beginning of the fall for Khord. Now, like most content creators, we know full well, absolutely full well, that everything that starts must end. Everything in life has to end. It is the point of what value makes existence valuable in the first place. It is also what makes a show or a piece of media entertaining. Because at the end of the day, all things must come to an end. But for some, that end could be brutal, could be long and painful, could be humiliating, could be sometimes horrifying to everyone involved. And what we're going to witness today is just another example of a man who can't handle reality, who can't handle criticism, who can't handle his own bullshit. And it's starting to really get to him, and you can tell. But not only are we talking about him being booed off of stage, oh no. We're also going to be talking about a laundry list of accusations made against him. See, it seems that, though, even though I can't substantiate these accusations with pure and adulterated evidence, I do have reason to believe that this, regardless of how it ends, will eventually be the end. Or Khord, at least the beginning. For most people, there is a point in every show. There's a point in every aspect of society and content. Everyone's decisions will bite them in the ass at some point. However, for some, there's a point of no return. They have fucked the pooch so hard, screwed the pooch in such invariable ways, that there is no salvation. And that is exactly what we're on tonight. We're going to be watching a man who had his chance and blew it. And we're going to watch as the world of Twitter eats him alive for his own consequences, for his own actions, while a man who's in his 30s, who doesn't want to take care of his kids, screams about how the world itself is the problem and not him. So, let's get into it, huh? Again, apparently the hammer's coming in. It's coming on a Khord. Coming on Khord. You know, it's actually nice to know that there's all that noise in the background because we can make jokes about it, actually. It really fits. Yeah, I take a while with my intros, good sir. Don't worry about it. Or madam, I don't know who you are. Apologies. Anyway, so we're going to get right into it. Let me go find the clip specifically to this. So we're going to watch this clip because I think it's funny to start off with. Yeah, give me another tab going. Thank you, computer.
Casino, everyone!
Ow. Ugh, don't you just love the loud noises in these things? Alright, let me fix that. Let's stop the dark ambient music and just talk about reality real quick. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some comfortable jazz in this otherwise uncomfortable topic. Alright, here we go. Let's get going. Alright. TV room I think should fit. We're gonna watch something real quick, chat. Yeah. Is that the right one? There we go.
Casino, everyone!
Alright, so this is the 2022 dance competition. I don't exactly know the name too well because I'm retarded, but essentially, this is where Khord gets on, and it gets hilarious.
Stop. Go, goes. Yeah, from my hands to my toes. So,
Jesus.
Last one. Yeah. Did you forget? Because I remembered. Oh. I did.
You did? Yeah?
Didn't forget at all.
Who here in the audience thinks that he remembers?
The confidence is lacking in this crowd. Thank you very much.
Jesus.
Maybe if you guys just
Just like Khord's will to live.
It's coming to the brain. The brain waves, the glitchy waves.
This is really cool.
Answer is KhordKitty.
Oh, there we go. There we go. KhordKitty. I just want to point out real quick. Do you see how like everyone he joins in? Everyone's like, you hear so much booing, absolutely booing, absolutely booing. People saying audio cast. Oh, I'm fully aware of the audio. I can't do anything with it. Excuse me. Let me fix. Actually, let me move it right here. It's a bit too quiet. Okay. Yeah, my audio's getting. Who's farting?
Glitchy waves. Our next answer is KhordKitty.
KhordKitty!
So if you hear in the audio, you hear someone clearly just hating the just booing the crap out of him.
Our next answer is KhordKitty.
KhordKitty!
Oh god. Oh, this. What is that song? What is that song? Oh, so thank you for subscribing. Do you guys even know what that fucking song is? What is that? That sounds like cats having sex. What is this? It sounds like cats in heat. Oh, what is this shit?
Take a trip into my garden.
Oh,
I've got so
God.
much to show you. The fountains and the waters.
I don't know if you can hear it, chat, but in the background, if you watch the video yourself especially, you can hear a very audible boo coming from the audience. Like, no one's impressed by this.
Stop begging just to know you, and it's true, babe. I've been saving this for you, baby. I guess
You just hear just fucking vigorous booing from the audience.
it's something like a fun fair. Put gas into the motor, and boy, I'll meet you right
God.
there. We'll ride the roller coaster, cause it's true, babe. I've been saving this for you, baby. I need you to tell me right before it goes down. Promise me you'll hold my hand if I get scared now. Might tell you to take a second, baby, slow it down. You should know you should know yeah, I am the Lord.
You know I get the kilos. If you are not bilingual,
Jesus Christ, this is so bad. I don't know about you guys, I'm not an expert on dance competitions, but this doesn't look good to me. Maybe it's the fursuit, maybe it's the fact he's clearly hiding the fat rolls. But that dancing just doesn't look good.
get the by the town for me wait. Stand underground, how I came out. Try to stop me, let it hang out, let it bang, let it rain out. Yo soy el Dios, you are Dios. I am the God. Getting chopped up on a Tuesday. What going up on Tuesday? This is Doomsday, I can have.
Why does he dance so weird and out of sync the music like he's in... that's what it seems like to me. I don't know about you guys, but the dancing just doesn't look good. And I'm not a dance expert. I don't revolve my life around dancing. I find that pretty stupid. You know? There's like a million different things in your life you can specialize the shit out of that is far useful more to society than dancing. But since we're on this topic of dancing, it just looks awful. It looks very out of sync. It looks very weirdly done. It doesn't look like there's a real style to it. And on top of it, like, you can clearly tell his weight doesn't help him. I don't know if he's fat, but he kind of looks like it. If you look at his belly area right here, dude, it's like just that out of shapeness.
Guadalupe, come through and knock Donald Trump out of toupee. Now look at his brains all on the sidewalk. He tucked the 38 and jump on the sidewalk. I'm rolling. Shotgun, Cartier, Ochoa. I am the walking through Sinaloa with the blood red truck. They don't ignore what I
Is there anything about this is actually impressive? Because I don't see it.
It's a squad full of killer squad full of squad full of niggas that'll pull up, let it bark on it. They really stick shots, park on it. The shoe sweeper with the whole block up, nose arc on it.
Oh, God.
2 Glock 9s, 2 45s, 2 Desert Eagles, and they fly together side by side.
You just keep hearing the guy in the background just going, boo, shut the fuck up.
Let's give it up for Cord, everyone!
But you could just hear a lot of boos, though, in between those claps. Yeah, he looks clearly very chubby. You know, I'm not, you know, maybe I'm not an expert, but I usually assume that you probably shouldn't be doing dancing if you're that chubby. It just kind of makes it harder for you to do your work. You know what I mean?
I'm here representing so much right now. Khord Kitty!
Oh, someone says, what am I going to do if I get 1,000 subscribers? Well, I've been thinking about doing a Patreon thing for 1,000 subscribers. So I can get, you know, some income in if you guys are willing to do that. And put some extra resources in the channel. Because I got some documentary things planned for it. So yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Judges, Khord Kitty. Khord Kitty, judges.
No.
Khord Kitty. Judges.
Nobody looks impressed. Absolutely nobody looks impressed. Look at this. These are what account for judges. They are not impressed. Like, you see one's just doing that like fucking thing where you're putting your arm on the table and you're just holding your chin because you're just sitting here like bored and like distraught as to why you're watching this. The other person with no head, like fur hat at all, is just sitting there like, what the fuck is this? The other guy is just sitting there, he just doesn't even care. It looks like he fucking slept the entire time. You know?
JD. Really?
Yet none of the judges are impressed.
You think?
Khord Kitty, wow, your performance. I mean, I've seen you dance before, and it's really great to see you. I'm really glad to see you back on stage. You're waving from
The guy just looks like, nah, man, this ain't good jerk-off material.
side to side was fantastic. I saw every isolation and every technique that you put into it. It was clear.
People paid money to see this, exactly. I have a feeling the judges are fully aware of that. And they're just like, fuck. Man, we paid money for this. We mean people pay money for this.
Clearly very well rehearsed and practiced. I enjoyed all of it, so thank you so much. I agree.
He just shoved that microphone up his mouth.
Let's give it one more time for Khord Kitty, everyone! Alright,
Well, knowing Cord, he probably did cry.
so
He just got booed off the stage. Oh.
I have to do the job, not one, but two.
So this guy goes back to doing his usual shtick, you know, show host thing. Not a big deal there. But as you can tell, Cord didn't get his day. Just didn't end well for him. I don't know how much it costs to be there, though. I would assume it probably is a decent amount of money. Probably not money I would be spending on. I would rather be playing a video game, chat. I would pay full 60 for a video game over this, chat. Just for real. I don't understand why furries are into this shit. It really doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, so it gets even better, apparently. What technique I've seen other dances better? I have honestly no idea. There is no technique. I honestly have no clue what he even does. Excuse me. Anyway. The judge is like, legit, I gotta try to make this doesn't look suck. Absolutely. You know. So we're gonna go to the land of the Kiwis. Because all of it's being documented there. Again, before we get into it, I just want to be able to tell you, real quick, that, you know, as we get into this shit, I cannot substantiate what we're going to dig into. Like, at all. So don't take everything I say here as gospel. I would recommend you don't. That being said, however, I have to go out of my way to say this shit because of the very fact of what we're going to talk about. So, and I have to cover this. Yeah, no, blatant honesty is better, but anyway. So So, of course, as you expected, there was a backlash. A pretty big one, actually. A lot of people weren't happy to see Khord on the stage. And, I mean, for reasons that are obvious from the start, but it gets worse. Before we get into that, let's just talk about the initial shit show first. Before we get into some of the more, suspect things. Well, I mean, we got Twitter and Kiwi Farms having to use as a source, because that's all we got right now. Let's see. Can you guys even see that? Let me go back. Let me go use a different thingy. There we go. Since it's Pride Month, and California has some of the largest Pride parade festivals, now is a good time to remind California furries that KhordKitty is not an LGBTQ/ally. He has been repeatedly said transphobic shit and still associates with violent transphobes. So this was a laundry list of the beginning start for KhordKitty having some issues because people weren't happy to hear that this guy got involved in a convention again. Because for some reason, every time a furry convention or competition is a thing, right? Furries just let the worst of the worst in. I know not all of them do this, but for some fucking reason, it's very common. So let's just check this out. If you need more X's, if you need any more X's of Coyotes, sorry, Khord. I mean, he does accuse Coyote of the same shit somehow. Khord's transphobic, racist, and Nazi behavior. Just read through the thread. Here's plenty of proof. He shouldn't be welcomed in safe places for vulnerable groups. He is last at Pride Parade. Excuse me, he attend. God, I cannot read today. Transphobes are not welcome at Pride Parades. Racists are not welcome at blah blah blah. You get the usual spiel. Obviously, you know, it's not a good idea. It's not a good look. For someone who goes on giant rants about morality, like he did with Coyote, in me, and then he goes on about these like associating with pedophiles and dog fuckers. I'm evil. That's why it says Coyote. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's where we're just fucking Satan. Just Satan somehow. Okay. Oh, and just in case anyone thinks he's sorry that he's changed or whatever crap, he wants to pull this response to everything after he's been given clear evidence of his wrongdoings. I didn't do anything wrong, nor is there proof. Yeah, bullshit. I'm sure he's gonna say the same thing once we dig into some of the real sus shit. I did nothing wrong. I'm going to keep enjoying my life while I'm blocking haters who are just trying to get in my way of my enjoyment. See, guys, because you get in the way of him enjoying little girls, boys, it's a bad idea. He doesn't like it. Why can't you just let him enjoy his cat? Oh, no, chat. I'll let him enjoy his cat, apparently. Oh, my fucking god, I love this. Alright, let's keep going. So he goes on a usual spiel about... My god, it's Satan. Fellatio, yeah. I'm willing to communicate in private messages. See, this is another thing he does. I'm willing to communicate in private messages on Telegram or Twitter, but at this point, your insults have become unjustified. I've reported your tweets. Hopefully, in the others piling in which incivilities, I will pray while forgetting for bully heroes. So there you go. Khord has gotten full crazy. He went full Boulder Cat on everybody. He started just like fucking flagging everyone's crap. He doesn't even care anymore. He doesn't even give a slight shit. So there you go. That's the thing he does. He went from like trying to hide behind the veil of, oh, I'm just wanting to flag one or two people because they're monsters too. I'm gonna flag anyone who calls me out. I'm gonna flag people. How dare you? How dare you say mean things about me? I'm KhordKitty. I'm the best person in the world. Any attempt to name call, bully, or harass me will be met with reporting these tweets. I've successfully deplatformed at least a dozen furries for directed harassment. I can easily repeat that if you're uncivil. See, there you go. He just went full Boulder. He went full Boulder Cat. Just absolutely full into it, you know? And the best part of it, too, is that I guarantee you, once the stream is done and things have been said, he's probably going to flag this stream, too. And there's a reason he's going to flag it. There's a fucking reason he's going to flag it. Oh, yeah, we're talking some fuck shit tonight. So let's keep going. Apologies. So the end results, funny enough, is that Khord is upset for more than just one reason. He didn't just get booed off stage. He didn't even win. Congratulations to the 2022 BLFC Dance Comp finalists, and thank you everyone who tried out there. We'll be reaching out individuals with instructions for Sunday's dance competition finales. So KhordKitty was still on this list, openly, despite the fact that people were protesting against this, right? Well, as it turns out, Khord didn't win. Khord absolutely did not win the competition. At all. Like, Khord didn't win. He didn't even make the final 10. He has absolutely not done that. He got his ass kicked by everybody in the show. So essentially people have done better. After lack of action, a conviction party decided to stage a protest during which apparently some furries or some people within it has yeah. Teal, I don't even know who that is. So, so a person named Toll, or Tool, I assume it's going to be Tola, how you pronounce that. There was a small protest on Twitter. There was a bit of a small protest on Twitter about this shit. So as you can tell, this is what started the insanity that would befall him. All dance furries, please read this. Khord is a pedo and a zoophile. We need to get this to the staff to meet our demands. Enough is enough. We all must come together and stage a protest walkout. The show will not go on unless somebody is picked instead of KhordKitty. Oof. So, not only did he get laughed at, not only did people get mad at him for wanting to partake in something like this, but there's actual fucking protests taking place. Because nobody wants Khord to be in their stuff. Nobody wants Khord at all. That absolutely nobody wants Khord. They want him gone. Absolutely gone. Absolutely just fucking annihilated from the whole thing. It is fucking hilarious. How bad. It's just fucking great. Oh my fucking god. Now, I don't know if the competition actually listens to anybody. I honestly have no idea. But let's go with this. It doesn't matter if you're somebody who made it to the finals or not. We need to make it clear as a community will no longer stand for this. Those who enjoy dancing as well can even help by sharing it and walking out in protest to show that enough is enough. They banned Skrit from camp for his behavior, which was agreeably more tolerable than Khord's. And people are talking about, I guess, other furry getting kicked. I honestly don't know who the fuck that is. I can't say for sure. Yeah. Best part is it's on the people's Twitter, the official Twitter for the company or whatever who does the dances. Is getting called out directly on Twitter for this. So this isn't just some random aside. This is actually happening all over the space. So give me a sec. Come on. Okay. Looks like OBS is going to be difficult today somehow. There we go. From other people who popped in says you might want to consider having Khord in the dance comp. Because they're also posting the other tweets from, Hopeful Gracia, or whatever you call. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. One of the bigger people who religiously oppose people like Khord. Not that I would disagree with it, because Khord's a piece of shit, and I think he deserves it. So there you go. There's plenty of people going, ew, for real, KhordKitty. Yeah, like. I have seen nothing but just Khord getting murked by like every single person on Twitter. Look at this. For real, I'm organizing a walkout protest, want to spread the word. Khord doesn't deserve to win anything. Get Khord out, please. There are so many of these. Like, absolutely nobody wants this guy. Oh my god, it is amazing. Jesus. We're moving on to another point. Sorry I'm taking a while. My OBS is acting up like fucking crazy today. So, what? So this person pops in. There's again. These are all on Twitter. Did you allow a pedophile / zoophile? Explain why you're allowing a pedophile into your dance comp. Because BLC doesn't give a shit. They will allow pedos and zoos to crawl in, out, and out of the con. DJ Ven volunteers for we don't do anything sorry when confronted on banning and removing these people. Something tells me that the Khord only got a platform in the con because a dance up is, but because someone on the board is a relative or friend of his and is also probably a pedo as well, or zoophile as well. Please remove the Nazi-loving, child-endangering, terminally online fucking creep that is KhordKitty. Ideally, ban him from your event altogether. He is a danger to other attendees. Again, he's being fucking demolished right now, chat. Absolutely demolished. Nobody wants him. People want him fucking out of there. But we're going to talk about something even worse. Now, again, I just want to make this clear. This is going to get a lot worse. We're not, at this point, we're not talking about funny, petty jokes about Khord. No. We're talking about some very dark shit. If you're not really used to the channel and you're new to this, I would recommend you walk away if you can't handle some very dark shit. Again, I cannot substantiate this information. So just keep in mind. Be aware. Because I know there's a bunch of new people in the chat. We're going to some dark territory. This is probably going to be a point of no return for us, if I'm going to be honest. So before we start, let me just switch the music a little bit. Alright? Let's just do that. I know people critique me about using jazz music when I talk about some dark shit. So let's get some dark jazz ambience real quick, okay? Okay? Alright, there we go. I hope you're hearing this. So, what did Khord supposedly do? Well, there's accusations coming up from people. Someone brought up... So, one of the people who complained about Khord in the finals also mentioned something that needs to be highlighted. Let's read this. From Kinda Queen, I don't know how you pronounce that name properly. Khord was super weird towards a 12-year-old girl fursuit dancer at Cal for 2016. 17 named Zico/Chico and followed their group. All minors involved during the con. How the fuck was this even allowed to be in the comps, let alone cons? Still, he is a whole ass predator. Stop putting minors at risk. There are some screenshots of a GC from one of the minors group who got followed around by Khord during the con. Growls was around too with Khord. Rally was never removed from Cal forever, and even when people complained because he was obviously buddy with con staff, excuse me. Now look at the Cal for now. Hello, a dead con. So, in this conversation, Khord supposedly, again, these are accusations. I have no proof to show that these are completely facts. Khord supposedly started stalking minors in a dead con from years ago since 2016. Back when Calfer was a thing. This is one of the chats that mentioned it specifically. Calfer gang. DCNCD. Okay, gay. Bruh, dude, the white fursuiter is still lurking. Help, what the fuck? Do we go to con staff or no? Maybe. He's been doing this since yesterday too. I know. So in staff, so I know, cause Growly around too, and I'm really uncomfortable. Jesus. So, same, HH. This has been going on since last night. He kept staying within 5 to 10 feet of us. Like, dude, there is an entire con to go around. Why are you hanging around us? Mello is saying this happened in 2016 too. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? How has no one said anything? This is like mega creepy. You all want to go to the dealer's den because he's like right by the door? Yeah, hold up. Excuse me. Boo 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 boo. Breathe, K. So, as we just supposedly, and again, this is just accusations, especially from Kiwi Farms side of things. It says right here, I'm gonna turn it off real quick so I can move on to the other portion. Supposedly, the accusation is that Gabe, otherwise known as KhordKitty, has apparently stalked someone as young as 12 years old in Calford back in 2016. Supposedly around the same time, Rowley, a notorious pedophile furry, was also around at around the same time. Now, the reason why this concerns people is because it has been a proven fact that Growly and Khord are very close friends with each other. So them being around in the same room, or at least in the same convention, is horrifying, to say the least. Because you have no idea what he can do with that. Absolutely, yeah. As someone said in here, Rowley is a known pedo who tends to donate a lot of money in cons so he doesn't get kicked out. Also, I hope you guys are liking the dark ambient jazz, because apparently people are like, oh, you can't make dark subjects with like jazz music. I'm like, well, there's dark jazz. I can do that. Works, right? Anyway, the entire reason I don't bring my service dog to cons with me anymore is because of being harassed by KhordKitty. Definitely disappointed he was allowed to compete. This is another accusation on Twitter. Again, I don't put a lot of stock in a lot of Twitter accusations most of the time because, there's a lot of times where people may not be honest, but it would seem to be a very obvious form of pattern with Khord. Granted, even if Khord doesn't do anything himself, he knows full well the actions of the people he's worked with. The people he's worked with, the people he's been friends with. So it's not hard to imagine at some point he's been in physical contact and association with these people, and maybe around to doing some stupid shit. So there you go. Go keep reading, because apparently he's decided that the best way to handle this is to go on the list of accusations. Why is KhordKitty even allowed? He admitted to being a zoophile and pedophile. Even his kids taken away with his interaction with minors. What the fuck, man? Been wondering this myself. Why? Yeah, because stargazing is spreading disinformation. There's literally no truth in what they are doing. It's shameful how these strangers use social media to spread misinformation. It is not necessary. Of course, as expected. Khord's response isn't to really acknowledge the accusations made against him. It is to be inherently dismissive in an unhealthy degree. Also, Birdman, thank you for subbing to the channel. Also, somebody joined the server. Let me give you a roll. There you go. So what do you guys think of that? It's really interesting, I think. Someone talked about their service dog being harassed by Khord. People who were supposedly minors at the time saying that they're being harassed by Khord. It's a very weird pattern. Very interesting pattern, to say let's continue. Oh yeah, it gets darker. Why is KhordKitty even allowed? He admitted being zoophile. Oh, sorry, we already read that one. Whoop, brain fart. Alright, we got more to read. So this is the same one that he decided to respond again, apparently, because he thinks responding more than once is a good idea. I don't know who you are. I don't appreciate that you're spreading false gossip. That's not necessary. You can delete these tweets, but archives exist. Now, the thing is, when it comes to accusations on Twitter, right, I would have ignored it most of the time, because we know for a fact that not every Twitter accusation is genuine, right? But because of Khord's history, that makes it very difficult to say that these accusations cannot at least have some truth. And that is the somewhat horrifying reality by talking about Khord, is that Khord has put himself in such a situation that now we're pondering and taking seriously accusations on the internet about whether or not he's a creep that wants to go after kids. Because of this. And Khord does not seem to realize that his constant screaming of people doing disinformation isn't going to save him. In fact, it's actually going to make the accusations coming at him worse. And that is exactly what I've been trying to say to Khord the entire fucking time. If he doesn't change his act, it's coming for him. The end is coming for him, and he knows it. And this is where we're at. Because even if you don't really take the accusations at face value, this shit's gonna bury him. Oh, it's going to bury him for good. If he chooses to acknowledge it or not, that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he's gonna get screwed. And he doesn't understand. He absolutely doesn't understand how fucked he is. Woo. Let's talk about some Spurgy shit to lighten the mood. Talk about some Spurgy shit to lighten the mood, yeah. Also change music. Also, I hope you guys like the dark jazz I put behind the scenes. I might use it more often when it comes to dark subject matter. You know? There we go. We're back to the realm of Spurgatory. So, again, there's large Twitter responses. This is a very popular one, by the way. Let me see if, hey, OBS work. There we go. Finally. So there's this one that goes, mad respect to the person who booed KhordKitty during his dance competition. Almost 200 retweets, 28 quote tweets, 1,163 likes. Oof. He's getting absolutely ratioed on the internet. Getting absolutely ratioed on the internet. Like, anywhere who's talking shit about Khord is guaranteed to get a lot of attention recently. And that is because, again, it's a community consensus. This is exactly what's burying him. Everybody wants him gone. Nobody wants him around. Everyone hates him having him around. So that's the thing. We gotta read into this. He's done, dude. Also, there's something he said before. He fucking compared people calling him out to the fucking Ukrainian war. That's absolutely. Oh, misery. Damn, this boon might have been great content for your video. Yeah, I love this guy's hilarious. Horrible. So, Khord is just spurging. He's losing his mind. He went from trying desperately to hide his problems to screaming profusely to the mountaintops about how everyone's a monster and he is the victim. He is the victim. Guys, he is the fucking victim of his own story. There you go. And now he's screaming. He's reaching his mental breaking point. So, you can clearly tell that the publicity that he's getting is clearly getting to him. So, again, there's more tweets about him. I mean, imagine being that sensitive compared to a literal war going to dislikes on the internet. Absolutely. Jazz is amazing. One of my favorite genre music. Thank you. Thank you for the jazz. The thing is, there's even the cyber war going on with Ukraine right now, and that's a lot more fucked up than just this shit, right? Like, imagine comparing yourself to be worse than the history's largest ongoing cyber war in history, to the real war where people are getting shot with bombs and bullets, to comparing internet insults to both of them. Like, wow, Cord, your narcissism knows no bounds, buddy. All you gather around for a splendid detail. I'm leaving edition by edition. My associates will make that decision. You're exempt from the suit next 2 editions for winning. I accepted one out rule to this. Biting accusation in my YouTube comment section in a private chat with Leon. I've told him a morbid joke about how birthday presents are like anti-suicide bribes. But you and Bomi have made very clear that the mistake was with me saying things blah blah blah. You're saying I was banned from judging. I need to wait until I don't even know who the fuck that is. Yeah, basically. I don't exactly know what this one's about entirely, outside of judges being stupid. Sorry for how many images that are shown. I am trying to lighter on my burden, but I can exaggerate how unprecedented the public reaction is. Oh, absolutely no. The public reaction is huge. I would never expect how bad it is. Because usually, but then again, this is Khord we're talking about. Like, the end of him was about to happen. Like, he's going to burn himself on the pyre. Dark Puppy, hi, have you made a decision regarding my future involvement in kerfuffle? Is that what you're saying? Okay, this is right. You're allowed to in a non-suit, but it's up to my staff. I would doubtful be off based on your past actions. Okay. So, essentially what we're getting here, chat, is that his reaction went from the judges not liking him to they're going to just straight up not have him involved. I mean, judging is what you goofed up. So you're saying I'm banned from judging. I need to wait until Kerfuffle 8 to make to compete in Fursuit Edition, so I need to ask permission to participate in Non-Suit Edition? Yes, basically. Is it doubtful I'll be approved for non-suit for this season? Gotcha. In the small dance for chat, I brought up the idea of creating Crump tutorials using blah blah blah. Is it? Probably explains a lot. I guess they're trying to explain why he's still allowed. So I guess they're still technically allowing him to join. That's stupid. Situation. I brought up the idea of interviews, skits, stories, side of the exhibition with blah blah. Both of you saying of these things, I was mistakenly doing these ideas out there, well mannered. Jesus. Okay. Okay, so he's screaming about irrationality, suicide by baiting. Okay, this is really dumb. This says nothing. Huge shout out to the person who yelled trans rights or human rights after getting escorted out for booing KhordKitty's performance. Fuck pedos and fuck zoos. I support boo person with my life. Did that guy actually get kicked out for saying boo? Seriously? Shit happens. Seriously? Wait. So the guy who booed KhordKitty got kicked out? What the fuck? What the fuck? Seriously? Like, so I mean, it's based for him to, like, stand on his position and say fuck you, but damn. Wow. I'm watching the BLFC Dan Comp and I was not mentally prepared for the non-stop booing from the crowd. Like, yes, it's deserved, but holy shit. What? I meant to say KhordKitty the rest of the declare, blah blah blah. Oof. Is this person doing the, he may be a bad person, but you can't be mean. You can't be mean, chat. KhordKitty's been booed during the comp. Blah, blah, blah. No one's clapping for KhordKitty. That's the thing that makes me laugh about this. Scroll further. Okay, cool. I'm trying to read further. There's so much to read through, though. There's like a ton of shit to read through. KhordKitty got booed. No one's clapping. Oof. The moment of booing and screaming of disgust at Kid Khordy when came out. LMAO. He took it. Jesus. The hammering. Absolutely. Why is KhordKitty here? Lord have mercy. Okay, so we still get tons of channels and people just calling that out. That's fucking great. So far, I have not seen any proof of this rumor. We'll see. It goes Nazi on stage. There's so much to read through. Holy shit. Alright. I love the fact there's a lot to read through. I'm just kind of lost here. So, Khord goes on. People are like, you groomed your own children. We got people talking about supporting the trans rights and all that, because, you know, Khord's not a thing. Khord goes on a rant about how he... What the fuck is this? Alright, let's go through this. Like, this is a long stream, so I apologize in advance, but yeah. As a reminder, we fully support trans rights or human rights, no matter who you are in this world. Remember, yeah, okay, so basically is that. That being said, we have decided to remove KhordKitty's episode if... It's important to remember that. With that being said, we have decided to remove the KhordKitty episode indefinitely as it doesn't reflect our values. Oof. 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 Fucking Khord is actively getting canceled on social media. This is fucking funny. Okay. I have always supported trans rights back months when I voiced my concern about the life risk of young AFABs in spaces along with AMBABs and the risk of sexual assault that can result later after debate with the admins of Telegram chat room Rule 34 development. I've learned, and that this is doing this typical. I'm always in support of something. Of course, you know that's bullshit. Let's be real. I'm not even reading most of this. You already know. He's taking so many L's. Absolutely, he's taking so many goddamn L's. So let me keep going. What is this? Damn. Okay, cool. So anytime Khord pops up anywhere by a picture, even by like anything, say like having a great time at BLFC with these awesome fursuiters. There's a picture of KhordKitty on the second picture, right? So, they go, oh wait, hey Ao, sorry for the bad news, but KhordKitty is a really bad person. Might want to avoid him from here on out. I'm sorry. This is how you had to find out. These guys are just tearing into him. Damn. Just fucking tearing into him. Like, anytime anyone sees him, they're just like, that's KhordKitty. Better fucking leave. Yeah, leaving aside the controversy and misgendering, this guy is just a male drama queen. Well, yeah, Khord loves attention until that attention's too much. You know? That's a thing you have to remember from him. What the fuck is this? God, I'm loving this, guys. I'm loving this so much right now. Alright. So KhordKitty goes, it is only the furry fandom where people go to your friends, followers, and community leaders and just lie to them or spread gossip to try to make you more isolated. I don't have much experience in any social groups, so I question how widespread this toxic practice is. This person responds with, you found my work work cell phone number and spammed it when you found out I did more furry cons than you than you 1 year. Oof. Oof, Khord, what are you doing? No, Khord, no. Wait a minute. God, there's so much. Folks are curious. Some have heard of KhordKitty. Let me share screenshots. Part of the reaction. I booed and worked out. Wait, the reason I booed and walked out. Okay, cool. Is this the guy? So about the guy. This is the guy who I think is. Alright. Let's look at him. Look at his content. Not content, excuse me. You know what I mean. Let's go look at this. Folks are curious. Some haven't heard of Khord before. So let me share the 2 screenshots. Are part of the reason I booed and walked out at the BLFC dance competition. Sadly, they are unapologetic and actively cultivate spaces where people spread these harmful ideas. So, I think that is the guy who booed everybody. I think. It seems to believe in the idea. Here we go. Here's an explanation. Huge shout out to the person who yelled trans rights are human rights and are escorted out for being blah blah. Wait, this escort the person, they didn't escort the guy out because I wasn't asked to leave. I wasn't asked to leave as I walked out, but I am sure they would have if I stayed and would have been responsible. The point was made, and they do have the job to keep running things smoothly. So again, he didn't get thrown out. He just walked himself out. Understandable. It was a bit confusing. I'm not going to lie. Absolutely. I think it's funny that, you know, how much drama gets created because he willfully called this guy out. I think that's fucking hilarious. So yeah, let's keep reading. Let me look at it. Okay. Let me screenshot this. So this was in the BLFC 2020 unofficial Safe for Work. It's happening. So this is like one of those groups, I suppose. I honestly don't know for sure. I guess they started to notice that people like sex workers against sexual abuse has talked about KhordKitty. Obviously they're talking about how the boos are deserved. Why would you dance in there? A little the drip. Mostly jokes and shit. Crimes against fashion. Oh god, they're just fucking going into him. Oh. Even the furries just are ripping into him. That's like one boo doing, just gonna save this into exposed DLC video. Whoever screamed boo and trans rights, mad respect. Oh right, the transphobia he is. I'm like, please make yourself know I want art. Blah, blah, blah. Be careful if you call him sus, he'll message you with 29-page docs that he's going to be murdered. FYI, Khan is reaching out to folks who booed or walked out to get their concerns. Production team apparently wasn't aware that the dance cop organizers had scheduled Khord. I don't have any reason to believe they're managing the production, but there are a few groups. There are a lot of groups managing all the individual events, and there's no way they could possibly have all the details about all of them. It's sad. It's said that a lot of folks did mention on Twitter the con, among other things, would also have passed along at some point, and that would have been a missed opportunity. I would say there was no malice at all. Okay, cool. I mean, obviously, I kind of don't believe that. I wouldn't say the malice part. I would say that, like, dance competition and furry stuff and conventions, you know, they always do this. Or like, there's a pedophile or a weirdo and they just let him in. So yeah. As Vash said, if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to like, subscribe, and share around, and you know, feel free to support the content. You know, I just do it because Vash wants me to. You all was me babooing Khord. I ain't standing here. Okay, there's people like taking credit for it. I'm not gonna, excuse me, talk about that. Heading out from now, it's been real. Got turned out. God, there's so much blah blah blah. God, so much shit to read through. All right, here we go. I think we're at practically in the end of this. So let's try to finish this up a little bit, right? Because I think it's funny. Oh boy, Cord does not learn his lesson. KhordKitty had some drama today. What's disappointing is that there's no humanly possible way to learn anything truthful, positive, or moral from it. If everybody wants to take a segment of my word out of context and build a warped false narrative, they can, they will, and they'll succeed. A sentence I said about supporting the concern for the safety of younger AFABL alone in spaces with older AMABs was twisted into an anti-LGBT narrative. Though I support trans people choosing the bathroom of their identity, now apparently I'm an evil transphobe. Twitter twisting. Sure, buddy. How come when it comes responsibility to untwist words and do correct people's lies? They literally don't want me to do it, and I'm starting to get sick of doing it. It's pointless because the twisting and the lies are the goal and not the consequence. It's their goal. So as you can tell, this is Khord's overall response for the most part. He's losing his goddamn mind over the fact that people have been calling him out. And of course, instead of listening to reason, he started to constantly scream about it. He is losing his shit, guys. Absolutely losing his shit. So keep going, I think. We're almost done with this, by the way. After I'm done with all the reading, we'll start dragging people into the show to talk. You know, as a closer to a closing thought segment. So here you go. So, I have no idea what this is. I'm in the Telegram. I was the first person ran into his face and he got booed. Hey, look, can you show? Okay, it's just people showing, like, Khord's minor reaction, which is getting butthurt, I guess. I don't know. He's trying really hard not to react too much outside of petty squabbles. Like, you can tell he's just butthurt. This one's just him going off about fucking wiki. Like, he goes on about wiki shit. What is this? Karma catches up with Khord. Pretty much, yeah, that's kind of the stream. Oh, what is this? Alright, hold on. I love this line because I want you guys to put this in your head for later. Let's run KhordKitty out of the furry fandom. I'll be surprised and disappointed if he hasn't already. Khord goes, you can't run someone out of a hobby, especially since I haven't done anything wrong. Defamation is illegal. I think he meant to say illegal. When done anonymously. Okay. So he is coping and seething so hard about how, oh, you can't run someone off of a fandom or hobby. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Khord? Because you seem to focus a lot on people calling you out for the, you know, it's almost like you are partly concerned about that. I honestly think you kind of should be. Because nobody wants you around. And they are completely in their right not to want you around, dude. Absolutely fuck all. Anyway. Let's keep going. He goes, I'm never going to AC because it's far. Alright, he's just... But... Oh boy. Oh, I love this part. Eloy, I contributed more to the furry fandom than KhordKitty. I don't even fucking go there. Just kidding. I go there now. KhordKitty goes, what have you contributed? Okay, well, what did you contribute, Khord? You know? Last time I've checked, the most of my contributes to the furry fandom is I call out freaks like you. I call out monsters. I make sure that the streets of the internet in some way or another can be clean so that people don't have to get constantly preyed upon by degenerates like you. But, what did you contribute, Khord? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I remember what you contributed. You contributed working with pedophiles. You contributed working with dog fuckers. You defended these people. You were in cahoots with Andrew K. the pedophile. Oh yeah, wait a minute. That's another thing. Hey, Khord. I know you're watching this 9 times out of 10. You always watch what people say about you. Because you're a fucking narcissist. We all know that. Can you fucking explain to me what happened with that whole thing with Andrew? It seems like you stopped associating with Andrew when you realized that we were not lying about him and the cops got involved. And strangely, once that happened and like Andrew was done on the internet, as far as I'm concerned, you know, the only person who tries to pretend that, you know, the only comeback we've got was from, you know, Cranium, who pretends to be him. I wonder why is that? What's with you disassociating with these? Oh wow, it's almost like you disassociate with freaks only when they get caught because that means you can get in trouble. Jeez, I wonder why. I wonder why, Khord. You fucking freak. So anyway, let me see. Do I have anything else to say for this? Do I have anything else to read? It's a bit haphazard, but that's just my part. Ooh, I'm gonna love this. Ooh, I'm gonna love it. Ooh, he's decided to press a certain button. Ooh, he's decided to press a certain button. Oh boy. I'm watching the BLC dance cop. Okay, so it's basically some furry getting butthurt that, you know, drama happens on the internet. Oh, Jesus, God forbid. Guys, how dare people have drama? Why can't we just be nice? Right? So Khord responds with, "There is no reason I should be booed. I have done nothing wrong. My choices and words have zero connection to other people's choices to defame and warp for clout hunting purposes." And here we go again. The classic tactic of the pedophile, the dog fucker, and the degenerate. To call their hunters, their anti-equivalents, the hunters of the degenerates, to call them clout chasers, or clout hunting in this case. Because that's always what these degenerates do. Oh, come on, Khord. Stop fucking projecting. You're probably the biggest clout chaser on this fandom. The amount of shit you do. You will work with pedophiles. You will associate with pedophiles who have money like Rowley for clout and fame and cash. Because you know that that's exactly what happens when you associate and work with these people. So don't play this game, fuckwad. The only clout chaser here is you, buddy. Fuck off. God. Kaz is definitely on the course side. I have no idea who that is, honestly. Essentially, okay, so let me just break it to you down, chat. When a pedophile or an accused party screams clout chaser, it's not a legitimate argument. Typically, when people say that, it's more of a deflectatory tactic. There's not much left to read at this point. I'm good. So we're going to now go through a revolving door process. Where we're just going to have people talk in the stream. Again, this is a revolving door section of the stream, so I can't have people on for too long. So just be aware of that. So we're going to start. Hello there, GACGA. Welcome. Feel free to express your opinions. Actually, never mind. They look like mute and deafened. So, you know, well, it really a legitimate. It's never a legitimate argument. Yes, I know. Anyway, hello there. How you doing? Hello? Hello? You might want to check your settings if it's something else. All right.
Hey, if I need to put my sensitivity or...
I can hear you now. What's up?
Nothing much.
What opinions do you have for what's been talked about on stream?
I don't know. For me, if Cord kept screaming, he would have not get caught that way.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Sorry, I have to mic disconnect because we got to move on. But that's true. Khord could have saved him himself the trouble. We'll get into that in a minute, though. Hello there, Grinch. Grinch Bear, hello. Got an opinion to express?
All right, there we go.
What's up? So, what do you think? What is your overall opinion about the Khord stuff?
Wait, by this point, he has to have developed some kind of like public humiliation kink, right? That is the only feasible way I can imagine somebody would willingly go out and dance like that in front of people. This is the same prick who challenged me to a dance competition, by the way.
Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah, you don't remember that?
I barely. I have a problem with remembering stuff. I think I barely remember it. Oh yeah, apologies for casual username. I just have to go through people. Sorry. Everyone's having mic issues tonight. Oh, absolutely. Stuff just isn't working in our favor. Oh, here we go. Let's get Biggest Dickus on board. Hello there, Biggest Dickus. You got some opinions to express? Feel free.
Oh no. Well, okay, so I'm gonna cover the dance thing first, and then the humiliation thing second. But his dance style, he likes to do tutting, pop and lock, and ballet. The only problem is he has no idea how to blend those styles together. And
He's also not good at any of them.
No, he's not. Like, he has no flow. He has no, like, I don't know what the hell Hogwash is talking about when he's like, oh yeah, I see all your movements and they're definitely connecting and popping. No, they're not. All right? My brother does this for a living. He actually gets paid to do this.
I assume it's just him trying to do the comforting showmanship and just get him off the stage when he's done, I assume.
Yeah, more or less, because there was a statement from Hogwash, and he was just like, I was so uncomfortable. He's like, there's like a whole row behind me just booing. He's like, I didn't know what to do. He's like, I was just trying to get this over with as quickly as possible so we can move on. I feel bad for the guy, but Jesus Christ.
I have never seen a mascot head exhibit an expression of just pure disdain and boredom.
I know, right?
But Grinch, you mentioned him having a humiliation fetish. That is actually true, and he's admitted that on the farms.
That explains so much.
Oh my god.
That's literally a part of his like weird, gay transformation cat bullshit. He's like, I want to be. I gotta think about this because he said, I want to transform into a cat and then get raped because I did a bunch of bad shit. That's his backstory.
What the fuck?
I wish I was making this up, but I'm pretty sure I put this in part 2 somewhere.
Okay, can I nerd out for a minute?
Sure.
Who do you think you're talking to, dog?
Do it,
Okay,
man.
so I recently made a D&D character that's a gnome artificer who, I shit you not, specializes in making artillery. And through a D100 roll, I convinced a band of hobgoblins to make what's basically a smaller Gustav cannon.
Oh no.
And they named it the Adolf cannon, and the gnome speaks with a really sharp German accent. That is somehow less fucked up than everything you just said.
I wish I was making this up, and I wish I could share the other stuff that I know about this guy, but I kind of have to keep it on the down low for right now because it kind of impacts the custody trial. But once that's all done and over with, oh honey, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh boy, now I just want to see.
You think this shit's dark that you just covered? It's about to get so much worse.
If you can provide those, and babe, please don't be mad at me, but if Biggest Dick, if you can provide those, I will do anything to you.
Oh my
god. Please don't make me blush. Look, I would love to, and there's only 3 people, including myself, who have this information, and I'm not going to say who the other two are, but it should be fairly obvious. But
Oh, yeah.
no, I got to keep it at that. Like that's the cutoff.
All I'm
That's
saying,
understandable.
I just gotta say, if that dancing is at all indicative or reflective of his bedroom performance, no wonder his wife left him.
Oh, wait, because I can add something to that because he's also said this publicly. They've only had sex, I think, 4 times during their whole marriage.
What the fuck?
Only 4?
So obviously 2 of those was, to conceive the I don't even know what the fuck to call them at this point. Like, they're children. They didn't do anything wrong, but I feel so bad for them.
They're going to.
That is a 50% success rate. God damn.
Also, hey there, Adam. Feel free to express your opinion.
Hey there, Cass. Hopefully I'm coming in okay.
Yeah.
So, I had some DM conversations with Chord a little while ago. Hello, Chord Kitty. I know you like to pretend like you don't remember me, but I know you do. I DM'd you on Twitter. I said that I was going to give you your side of the situation. You know what? I did. I let you rant and rave at me, and you told me that Coyote Lovely was apparently living with the zoophile, so that was all kinds of fun.
He's what?
Chord Kitty claims that Coyote Lovely lives with a zoophile.
Wait, what?
I mean, I'm gonna need proof of that.
Yeah.
But let's keep in mind he's always a victim. Therefore, he never has to prove anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Yes, but guys, we gotta focus. Yeah, guys, man, his dancing totally doesn't feel like shaving your dick with a fucking sand.
Oh, wait,
Don't
I actually
stand
did want to
God.
say something to Adam about those DMs because I do
Yeah.
have to thank you.
Oh yeah.
No, 'cause-
Yeah.
no, you don't have that. You have no idea how important those DMs were because Gabe basically brought up on the farms that there were some like 12-year-old accusations, that date back to 2010 about Nick, who is somebody that is deeply involved with the thread. And because of him running his mouth, we now know what that is, and that's what he admitted to. He admitted that he knew his friend Nick was in possession of CP.
Really?
Oh, wow.
No.
Really now?
So,
Wow.
nice going, dumbass.
Wow.
Also, I think your DMs were also the one where he showed you that he was in like a bunch of zoophile chats. Either you or Benji. But one of you showed me that he was in DMs telling like admins of random Telegram chats. It's like, yeah, these people are zoophiles. And then he shows screenshots that he was taking inside of zoophile Telegram groups. Which like
I remember that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And there's something to keep in mind for anybody who's not very familiar with the platform. Telegram has what's called like private groups where like the only way you can join is to go through a screening room. That way the admin of whatever group is joining can be like, yeah, I want this person in and I don't want this person in. So the fact that Gabe made it through the screening process of the rooms that are typically locked down like Fort Knox, I'm not saying what, I'm not going to say it, but everyone's thinking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all like to say some things, and it's all meant in good fun. This is satire. This is hashtag satire,
Well,
this is just
allegedly.
some jokes.
Allegedly.
Satire. Holy shit, it's
But-
leafy.
But like,
Also,
I just thought I would point out real quick. It's just like, given the very nature of this very types of people that he hangs around with and associates with, like, does he not expect people to not put 2 to 2 together and go, that's pretty sus, pretty suspect. What are you doing this?
It's a little sus,
A little
He
sus,
refuses to
you
acknowledge
don't
it.
hang around with you don't have several friends who turn out to be pedophiles and not somehow engage in that shit yourself. You're either the densest motherfucker on earth, which, by the way, you very well might be, Chord.
Cat.
You might be.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Out.
Freudian
I
slip
got-
there.
I got
Anyway.
shot.
Yeah. Well, if anyone is...
He might just be the dumbest motherfucker on earth, but you don't have several friends who turn out to be pedophiles and not be just a little bit corrupt yourself.
You don't have several friends that are pedophiles, try to groom a 17-year-old when you are 27, and then favorite a bunch of shit that is pretty much cub porn. and not be a pedophile.
Well, also,
Like,
not to mention, his entire fucking family seems to be into that shit too. They seem to endorse that behavior.
Yeah,
Not to
didn't he say
mention
something
his
about his
influence.
mom, like, showing him, like, barnyard porn?
Oh, yeah.
yes, she did. His
So-
argument was that, oh, we found it funny, and then he tried to pull this back ass argument. He's like, oh yeah, and I even mentioned that on the farms, and then I showed that was a fucking lie. So I don't know what his argument on that now is, but
My
every
mom
time
just-
I call
my
him
mom
on
just
something,
read me
he
a book on
changes
sex
the
ed.
argument.
You know, I have a YouTube channel where I laugh at some pretty fucking degenerate porn, right? I find Rule 34 to be objectively entertaining. I look at it, I have a little hee-hee, I have a little ha-ha, I have a little giggle, you know how it is. But I don't exactly find animal abuse hilarious. That's not something that I sit around and, you know, laugh my ass off to, you know?
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's too common to be coincidental.
Yeah, it's too much of a repeating
Didn't
trend.
one of our former presidents have like 5 friends who turned out to be pedophiles?
You mean all of them within the last 30, 40, 50 years?
No. He like during his time in office, it was revealed 5 of his close friends were fucking pedophiles.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
I don't care.
He's chilling in a one with Elvis Presley.
Yeah. On the screenshots that got shared, that was specifically because Cord was trying to prove that he was actually doing work against zoophiles, which was pretty much just. Sorry, I almost screamed at my ceiling for a minute. Kaz, the hammer in the background sounds like whatever the hell lives in my attic, just tromping around like a toddler in dad's shoes.
Oh, don't mind me. That's just us nailing Cord's corpse on the ceiling.
What, sir? That's my door!
That's just gonna smell bad eventually.
Yep.
Dude, okay, looking at Cord's gut in that fucking fursuit. By the way, if you're gonna wear a fursuit, and you're going to be in a dance competition, and you're going to wear pants, why the hell did you make them khakis?
Oh, see, that was something that was in those Telegram chats from like the BLFC unofficial chat room.
Did he shit it in his fursuit?
Dude,
bottoms?
it's Cord.
my parties.
But yeah, no,
that's a Bungo Taiga moment.
he doesn't have a full fursuit anymore because
Did he
lost
shit
one
in
of them.
his?
No, because he lost one of them, and then
He lost it in the airport. I don't know what kind of weird psychopathic, psychotic
it was-
serial killer would steal his fursuit.
Didn't he
It-
lose one at the back of a truck?
yeah, he lost one on the back of the truck, and then the other one I personally leaned towards it was thrown out by Greyhound because like.
How
No,
do you-
because I've had people come in my DMs and they're like, you have no idea how bad this man stank. You could taste him from 30 feet away. And they're like,
That-
you could tell it was this man because everyone else's stink was somehow masked under his stink. And the closer you got, the closer you were able to
Jesus.
tell it was him.
That reminds me of something I said earlier. Cord is gonna slowly start turning into Carpet Sample.
Yep.
See, he's too cheap to go get another suit.
No,
And
he
even if
doesn't
he
have to go get another suit. He just has to start making his, and it'll just look like a nightmare because Cord probably doesn't have an actual creative bone in his body. And Cord, let me go ahead and just say something before you decide you're going to bitch at me. You were exactly the person who told me I'm very successful. I've won dance competitions. By the way, you won like 8 out of fucking 40.
Well,
That's a failing grade, my friend. By every possible metric.
Cord, I assume you're listening in somewhere, and I just have to say, I have been a theatre kid, as it were, for about 5 years. I've been in a number of plays here and there under various aliases. And I gotta say, wow, your dancing is fucking shit. I'm terrible,
Yeah.
but goddamn.
Dude,
God
I did martial arts for 12 straight years. I know how to make body motions flow and pop and snap. I'm not a dancer, but 12 fucking years of martial arts, I may as well be slightly qualified.
You can make my body motions
You
pop
are
and snap,
fucking
baby.
shit. Call me after the stream. We'll talk. Anyway.
Hello there, Lucid Creator. How you doing?
What's up?
I'm hoping my audio is picking up here.
You sound fine to me.
Yeah, you're fine.
Thank you.
You got some opinions to express? Feel free to express them.
Well, thank you. Hi, it is me, Lucid Creator. I did the dumb podcast that I had Chord on, and I'm the person who made him say I don't care about the age of consent. So, more or less, I wanted to come on for two different things. So there was a thing you brought up on Streamcast, which was the Ukrainian thing. I'm the person who he DM'd about that. I have the full DM log of that if you'd like me to read it off.
Sure, go ahead.
Please do.
All right. So this comes like right after we finished the podcast I did. So I'm just gonna read from top to bottom. You have a good night, sir. As I said, blah blah blah. And then he comes later, hours later, to say this. Hi. Sorry for whatever Twitter drama was going on. I genuinely believed you were acting in bad faith when you defended Cass's assessment of my non-opinion as a direct endorsement of statutory rape. To be honest, these people you've associated with act in bad faith, and I believe you must take a stronger effort in monitoring your content. And in regards to your comment about me not being able to be saved, quote unquote, he says, I don't need to be saved. I have zero control over the fact 1,000+ lies are spread by insecure people. That has been, is, and will be the source of my life problems. Gullible people are murdering Ukrainians right now. They executed Jews during the Holocaust, and right now they are trying to stop me from making more contributions to the furry fandom. They will lose, just like your associates will lose. If I needed to change, then my life would not have the success it has. Like my favorite actor, Johnny Depp, the problems are external and not internal. I've chosen to take a stronger effort to not validate my external problems with a response. Good night. I respond about 30 minutes later with, Chord, what is this unhinged rant of a message you sent me? He responds about 15 minutes later to say 3 different points. Point 1. Control your content in episode 2. When a participant breaks the TOS, cut them off. Funny that is the case. I did that to every one of my guests. Point 2. I'm not a lost lamb to be saved. I'm a victim of a cyberbullying campaign made by psychos. That's all. I didn't cause my situation. And then the last one was just a good night. So that was that whole DM interaction. Any questions?
Oh, I mean, I got comments, but...
So his favorite actor is Johnny Depp? I would have thought
Yes, I wanted to say something about that.
I would have thought it was Kevin Spacey.
No, see, I love how he says that. Oh, you know, Johnny Depp is my favorite actor. Literally, I have never seen him mention him once.
Oh, no, hold on. Let's be honest now. His favorite actor would be his favorite personality would clearly be Dan Schneider.
Kevin Spacey.
No, Dan Schneider's a better fit because Dan Schneider's really fucking cringe when you even look at his shit, like, you know, outside of the pedo lens.
Yeah.
And then you just add it with the pedo lens and it's extra fucking weird. Kevin Spacey at least used to have charisma.
Well, what about Harvey Weinstein? I feel like he's down in the dirt with him.
It's funny because they're both fat.
Also,
they're all fat. Have you seen Kevin Spacey?
God damn, I fucking forgot what I was going to say earlier. But yeah, if you ever nail Chord to anything, it's going to go the way of Henry VIII's corpse.
Ooh.
It's just going to explode in a shower of fat and depression.
It's going to be like a beached whale.
It's literally going to explode with stomach gas.
Absolutely. So, chat, before we get into anything, I figured that since we're talking about Chord, I want you to listen to a clip real quick. Just 30 seconds. Right? Let's do it. It's a certain thing from KhordKitty. I know that, like, too much, like, it has been mentioned already, but I figured let's just do it. This is the audio we got from Lucid on his first episode on the Other Worlds podcast. That's what it's called.
You kind of dodged the question.
Yeah, you dodged it. Give me an age, 1 through 18.
I'll just say I don't care. I have no opinion.
You don't
I don't care. I don't care.
You don't care. You're favoriting zoophile porn. You're losing your children in custody battle. You're a fucking winner in my book. Age.
You kind of
Now, of course, this was a specific conversation about the age of consent, whether or not, like what is his limit. And he goes, I don't care. So there you go, guys. I just thought I would instantly put it out there for the rest of you who aren't aware of this, because it is absolutely fucking bonkers that he thinks this. So there you go. I figured that this would be immensely helpful information. Oh, I love it. Ugh, Khord is such a spurg. Anyway, let's get back. Wrong button.
Remember their presence being there because his wife was like super loud and it just caught my attention and I just kind of kept going on and doing my business. But Gabe, like I said, I didn't remember that smell until somebody else had pointed out to me in DMs. And the person who pointed it out to me in DMs was somebody who was a part of one of the communities, like one of the sub-communities that he is frequent in. But they were like, yeah, no, this dude smells wet. And as soon as they said that, like it was like a PTSD flashback equivalent to like if I just served the Torin Nom. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, did it smell like, kind of like wet garbage that had like egg farts? And they're like, yeah, how'd you know? I was like, I have been in the room with this man. I remember that scent now. I was just like, I tried to memory hold that and forget it because that was the first and only con I ever went to, and I vowed never to participate in a furry convention ever again after that.
Jesus. Like, okay, like, full disclosure, as a guy who often works outside, I sometimes smell.
Yeah.
In all fairness, I'm a dude. I wake up fairly early to get my work done. I live in a state that's fucking hot. We literally had a severe weather warning today saying, hey, it's gonna get fucking hot even for Texas.
Ooh.
And I'll be outside, and sometimes I have to wear pants, like full-on jeans, because the mosquitoes will kill me.
Yep. So
I definitely know that.
I have an excuse for smelling sometimes.
Well, there's times when I go out and I work on some motors, and I come back with like fucking grease under my fingernails, and my hands smell like gasoline and oil and shit. Like, yeah, that's not a fun thing to smell. I try to avoid walking into stores with my disgusting, ratty, oil-covered clothes, which I also have dust encrusted in them because I don't have a shop. I just kneel out in my gravel driveway. And there's times when I smell like absolute fucking shit. But my god.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like when you visibly look like you smell, which is basically like this, like you look like you worked hard.
When you look like Khord, except he doesn't look like he's worked hard because he doesn't work hard.
No, I remember making this joke. I can't remember if I made this with my boyfriend or if I made this to someone else, but I was just like, probably part of the reason that he smells is all those pock faces on his face just store all the grease, dirt, sweat, and grime in them permanently.
And also necrotic
might be right.
Yeah, pretty much.
And pus. Don't forget the pus.
The pus!
I will say, yeah, I will say on that, I don't know why, whenever I saw like a video of him on his channel, he looked like he was melting. I don't know why. Maybe he does smell wet. The only other thing I wanted to mention before I dip out of here, because I know there's other guests. Cass, I saw you put on that clip of him saying, I don't care about the age of consent.
Yeah.
There was another equally bad clip from him. I could give you the timestamp to the thing if you wanted to put on stream. It basically is just him trying to justify why he got basically feral cat born of his character.
Sure, send it.
With another, like, he tried to say, oh yeah, my character transformed, and that's this, and then I'm like, wait, then was the other character in that transformed, or were they also just a feral cat? And they said, oh yeah, it's just a feral cat. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you know what that's called? That's called bestiality. Also, since I saw Rodeo ask this in the chat, yes, there was a rumor that he had a yellow stain on his fursuit crotch.
Oh no!
Here. I'll just put the link in the live stream chat. It has the timestamp to it, and I don't want to keep up anyone else if you have nothing else for me.
Oh, Cord doesn't care about age of consent. NFT kids. Oh.
You said where's the timestamp? Is it just like you just already linked it?
Yeah, the link is in there, and it has the timestamp to it. It's about an hour and 37 minutes into the stream.
All right, okay, no problem. Let me see if I can fucking hold on. Go to the TV room.
If I may mention before I get kicked out, because I'll just hang around in the background like a psychopathic stalker. Otherwise, you know, Cord, I know you're listening in, and I just gotta say, your children hate you, your wife left you, and you look like you smell like asparagus piss and enjoy it. Get a life.
No comment.
I would like to remind everybody that Cord insists that he's successful because he, and I quote, wrote a musical. Like there aren't a million dickheads who can write a musical. There's a
musical
getting it published.
A musical that is objectively flawed.
We should
also, he makes shit music. How do I know it's shit? I have ears. I'm an adult. I listen to more than one genre. I sleep at night. I've had sex with a woman.
You've had sex with a woman at least more than 4 times in the
I've had
last 3
sex with
years.
more than, okay, let me rephrase it. I've had sex with more than one person, and I didn't need to get them drunk to do it. Cord, you cannot convince me. You cannot convince me, Cord, that you did not somehow drug or get your wife so fucking sloshed that she just didn't notice that you were putting your tiny little schmeckle inside of her.
Oh.
On that one.
And by the way, let me just say,
take
you
no-
look like you have Fremunda cheese.
I'm taking the same stance here. I plead the fifth. And
I mean, I just keep fucking going on him.
Okay. Unless I'm needed for whatever we're about to put on stream, I'll dip out so I can let other people get on.
No problem.
That musical was filmed in the back rooms.
Oh my god.
All right. Hello there, Zach. What's up? If you got an opinion, feel free to express it. Excuse me.
Otherwise, I will talk over you and just continue roasting the. I don't even have a nickname anymore. My head hurts.
Jesus, I get that. Fuck. Yeah, Zach, if you can hear us, check your mic. It's muted. There you go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So you got an opinion, dude? Feel free to express it.
Yeah, he's got some issues.
That's saying it pretty lightly,
You
honestly.
don't say.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, stop feeding the. You're only making it worse with the poor me's.
Yeah, he does it a lot. He likes to play the victim card, even though, like, wasn't everyone told him it doesn't work? And then he's just like, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then here we are. He loves it.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves it, you know? Loves the humiliation. Reminds me of the time his dad got so mad when he pissed on the carpet, he just decided to do the good old dog approach and just force him to sniff his own fucking piss. There we go. Why does Cord think he's a cat? But he gets a pet treatment in his family anytime he does something wrong. That's exactly the reason why he thinks he's a cat.
Dude, alright, okay.
I
What the
included
fuck?
a little joke. I included a little joke in the chat a while back. Cord. Let me tell me sort of story. Me. Nothing good, very. Oh, I deserve that.
Jesus. All right. We'll see you later,
know
Zach.
if that made sense.
Thank you for dropping by. It's no problem, dude.
Dude, I have a dog that actively cannot fucking tell like how to get around a potted plant, and he's still somehow smarter than Cord.
Yeah, Cord literally called himself to be the victim despite grooming a 17-year-old. Absolutely.
Ooh,
How
I
do
actually
you
got
be-
something to add about his victim complex, but I
How
want
do
to
you
let
be
other
bad
people
at
talk.
playing the victim?
It's really bad at it, and that's all I could say. Also, hello there, the corridors. Welcome in. By the way, I probably should be shilling out his little recording he did. That was fucking funny. Yeah, here we go.
It was also very useful. Thank you.
So here in the link, I'm going to be post of Corridor's little video where he recorded a conversation that took place in this specific server about Cord, where he was trying to argue with us, and let's just say not exactly paying attention to his own child. Funny enough, made Cord look really bad as a parent. It's probably why he got really upset.
Yeah.
I was there for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were?
Yeah, I'm almost positive I was.
A lot of us were, actually. There was a ton of people there just because we wanted to make fun of Cord, and he left because he realized that it didn't look good, and then like fucking Quarter posted the video, and he was like, "Oh, Kaz, you're a piece of shit. I'm gonna block you. You piece of shit. I want you to go."
Dude, like I personally would have perfectly understood if he had just come in and said, "Look, I can't like do anything with you guys tonight. I have my kid over, so maybe let's pick this up another day."
That literally would have made me actually have like 0.001% respect for him if he had
Yeah.
at least done that.
It's
but
like
he
that's like responsible. It's like my kid's here. He needs to eat. He needs my attention. I'm gonna go bond
They
with my
need
kid.
like their medicine. They need their clothes.
Oh, hello there, Quarter. You got you got an opinion to express? Feel free to.
I want
Excuse
to
me.
fucking bitch slap KhordKitty for freaking like my twerking like that.
Jesus fuck.
I've seen Miley Cyrus twerk better than Cord.
Oh, speaking of that, what I thought was hilarious was the fact that like you can clearly tell in the dance he was trying to mold different styles together all at once. Like it's some type of combo and it didn't work.
Because he's not fucking good at them. He's
Yeah.
not good at dancing, period. Which leads me to ask the question, who the fuck did he win against? Ever.
So
Probably nobody.
I actually know a couple people from the dancer side, and typically what they told me is that the conventions that he placed or won at had lower turnout because they're smaller events. So that's why. I haven't really dug too much into it because I kind of don't care. Like,
Yeah.
gee, boy, you want
Oh,
to
it's fine.
dance fursuit competition? Yay! Fuck you.
It's like saying you want a foot race against a guy with one leg.
Yeah,
I-
pretty much.
But like except like Cord was like forcing himself into the other competition. Like he really didn't have to do it.
Who wins a foot race? A morbidly obese man or a man with one leg? That's
Hey,
a
man, if
genuine question.
If the one-legged man exercises every day, he could smoke the fat guy like 1,000,001 all the fucking time. I have seen that happen, and it's funny as hell.
And since we're on this topic too, I just want to bring up. So since we also got down to the accusations revolving around supposedly at one point in time of his life stalking a 12-year-old for minors in general back in Calfer, even though these are just accusations, and of course we can't take them super seriously because there's no real additional evidence per se. What is it hard to believe that would
Not
be a
at
thing
all.
from him? Absolutely. See,
Not even kind of.
like somehow, like I wasn't surprised to hear that he might be tag teaming like hunting for children
Oh.
with Growly. Like,
Poor choice of words.
yeah, he might be tag teaming with Growly to go look for some poontang that isn't legal.
If this
I'm
was
gonna
at
find me some
Caliber
butterfly
2017, it's not difficult to believe that they were tag teaming because he did try to get into a room with Growly.
Oh no, that's a
And-
long time ago.
Yeah, but my point being is that he tried to get into a room with Growly and trying to get him, his less than a year old son and his, then wife to go share a room with Growly. And that's documented.
That is terrifying, and really
Yeah,
just lends
creepy.
credence to my theory that he probably drugged his wife.
What?
And that's the only reason he has a kid.
I don't think it went that far, but I just think
it's a joke theory, but let's be honest. The only way he ever had sex prior to getting married is he either paid for it or he drugged a girl.
Yep.
I'm not gonna argue, but
Look at him.
I know it. Trust me, I know.
I have never met a woman who is willing to have sex with a man who smells, and I quote, wet.
Well, I just thought to bring that up because I know what he's gonna do after streams like this will pop up, and I'm sure videos will too from other people. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna want to talk about this anyway at some point because of just how funny it is and how much it makes Khord look like a pansy. So, I think it's important to hone in on that point because there's a clear thing going on with Khord, with associating with pedos and then doing weird shit that he shouldn't be doing. I feel like that's going to get to a point where, well, I think it's going to get to a point most certainly where you're going to see maybe an outright logical conclusion to that mindset he's into. It just seems like some shit's going to happen. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, Khord is kind of way too addicted to this, and he's already been sucking since day one.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's a bit concerning because it's at this point, do you need a super congruent amount of evidence? Do you need constant evidence to say that this is totally something he would do? And the answer to the question is no. It's such a pattern of behavior that's so common. It's very obvious. You can tell something's up. So, yeah.
I think my theory that I'm going to lean out on the most is that Growly either has something on him or he was desperately trying to make friends with Growly or somebody like him, and that's why he was stalking the 12-year-old, if it's true.
I don't know.
Plead the fifth, but I don't think they're necessarily related. If that makes sense. But please.
Oh, it's only my theory.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
Anyways, I wanted to share this real quick before I forget. I gotta post this to the live Discord chat. Just give me a second.
All right.
Okay.
Yo.
Oh.
I actually know if I actually know of an intro that I can do on my Corridors channel.
Do it. Let me go read this out. What is this?
So, there's been this behavior for the last couple of months that's been really irking the shit out of me, just to say.
Forever.
Because Khord likes to pound into people's brains. There's nothing wrong with me. I've been diagnosed with nothing. I'm perfect all the way down, and all this bullshit. And today he decided to go piss someone off, and when they got under his skin, he's just like, well, you have depression in your bio, so you shouldn't even be on the internet. And yeah, exactly.
Hot calling the fucking kettle.
So yeah, and she pointed that out, and he's just like, I'm perfectly fine, and I'm perfect, so I get to tell you what to do, which is such a fucking narcissistic thing.
Yep.
But I wound up pointing this out to her. I was just like, dude, he wants to talk about, shaming you for depression. Why don't you shame him back for suicide baiting? Because normal people don't talk about, committing suicide unless they're actually thinking about it. And if they're thinking about it, they're clearly depressed and they need to go talk to a therapist. But if he's talking about it without actually having those feelings, that's just him gaslighting people.
Yep.
And that's super fucked up. And Honestly, he should still probably talk to a therapist.
Yeah, let's
And
go.
also, people who are perfectly fine don't end up getting their kids taken away from them. Just saying.
Holy shit! The first thing I see on your profile is depressed. That is a symptom of being on social media too much. I think you should probably take a little bit of a break. All right,
I
what's
don't
your
have any
announcement?
anger issues. You do, cause I'm the one in charge.
Yeah, you got an announcement. What's up?
Well, I have an announcement to make.
What?
My birthday's coming up.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Well, okay. What's so relevant to the Chord situation?
He can go screw himself.
Because you're literally the last person who should be saying that to me, Cord. At least I'm not name searching myself for hours at a time and having pants shitting meltdowns on any post I
times.
He goes, oh well, my mental health and emotional state is absolutely perfect, and you're depressed, so yes, I am completely qualified to tell you to stop using social media if it's affecting your mental health negatively.
You did that to yourself multiple times.
God, that fucking weird.
Being idiot you are.
God, that fucking shit's weird.
It's narcissism at its peak.
Oh, absolutely.
Narcissism.
Yeah, I'm fucking dyslexic and retarded, so forgive me.
Welcome to the land of narcissism. He's probably on the last outs before he has a full-on mental breakdown. Let's be real.
Dude, I think this is the mental breakdown. It's just happening slowly in real time. Like, this is just
Oh,
the
yeah.
deterioration of his mental health. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I just want to put this out there. He was warned. He was warned literally within a week of commenting on his Kiwi Farms thread, like for the very first time. Like, this is not a good idea. You should get off the internet, shut the fuck up, DFE, and focus on your kids. And he's just like, no, these people are defaming me. They're slandering me, and I have to protect myself. My kids can go fuck themselves because I care more about my reputation than their safety.
That's
And-
well, that's it. That's exactly what he's been doing. We've all been saying this to him. You need to turn back if you seriously want to do anything for your kids, because there's going to be a point of no fucking return. As far as I'm concerned, we're already here. Like, with this many people coming at him and shit, this many people knowing full well what he is, to a point that he can't go anywhere without people saying, ew, pedo, ew, zoophile, get him off of here. Like, that's the point where essentially he's done. Like, long term. He's absolutely fucked. There's no going back. And he's not listening. And you can tell that he's cracking really badly. Especially with like some of the responses to all of this shit. So, oh god, I fucking love it. I think we're definitely on the beginning of watching him fall really hard. It's gonna be great, guys. We're gonna see a fucking crazy little shitbag land rock goddamn bottom.
Cass, I got a bet for you.
But
$100 says he calls me the hard R. $100 on the table. Let's fucking go.
Well, you honestly think he wouldn't?
Do you think he wouldn't?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Look, all I'm saying is $100 on the table. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, Cass, you may want to like talk to Elias like in the future, cause we got some eyes on some places, and there's already some weird ass shit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like it's. I'm not gonna say it's worth its own part, like just yet, but oh my god, what the fuck?
Wait, eyes in what places? Because
So Gabe has a cancel culture chat and a fans haters chat, and it's basically just the most toxic bullshit pile of retardation all lumped in one place. It's
basically
like
it's just more of a self-fellatio with friends.
pretty much, but it's like full on psycho shit in there.
That sounds fun.
So,
Oh, yeah.
whoever this person you talked about is, yeah, feel free to send me DMs about their usernames and stuff, or whatever I can contact.
I know he's on the server and he's watching. He'll
Okay.
he'll reach out.
No problem. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Let's see. Poor kitty, pedophile, zoophile. Yeah, that's the thing. He can't go around anywhere anymore without that being known. So it's like he's screwed, and he doesn't seem to recognize it until it's too late. And we've told him. I've told him. I think Coyote obviously told. Everyone did. We told him, like, dude, this is getting retarded. You need to leave. And he's just like, no, I'm going to win. I'm going to win this little war. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that.
This is
I'm
literally
going to
like
be
the
Superman.
epitome of look at me, I'm retarded. This is like, fuck off, retard.
me?
And they're like, just, haha, actually, I was joking, I'm not retarded. It's like the exact same vibe, just down to the bone.
I am going to be Humpty Dumpty and fall off this wall.
What?
Because, Cord Kitty is the egg.
Hello there, Vash.
and
What's up?
The egg falls off the wall.
KhordKitty would be the egg if he was, on drugs.
KhordKitty would be the egg if it was like the Grim and Mandy version of it, where everyone just decided to eat the fucking egg afterwards because, well, fuck it. It's eggs. We're not gonna let this shit go to waste. Fuck this, dude. We're not putting it back
Smiling
together.
friends, I
We
thought.
are not going to waste the yolk.
As a enjoyer of les sexy dances, on like different streams and stuff, that was not it. Khord, you were terrible. Why did you decide to record you like murdering cats and then making it into really, really bad remixes? Is that your
Vash, also
fetish?
wants
Is
to
that what the
slap.
secret fetish is, Khord? Because goddamn, that is fucking terrible. Oh, hey, Luna, how are you doing, mother of my child?
Oh,
Yeah,
Luna, I am very sorry.
You're not able to have that relationship. I'm sorry. I shouldn't bring up stuff like that.
Oh no!
Damn.
I know that you're listening in, and somebody's gonna probably clip me making dialogue of you of this. So yeah, have fun with that.
Hey, Vash. You're actually not very far off as far as what that audio is.
Oh.
So I actually pinged this in the chat when I was on my phone. I couldn't get to my computer just yet. I had shit to do, but here now. But the audio that is being sampled in the beginning of his routine, if I'm not mistaken, is a cat being vocoded after it's like having its ass scratched. So like that those
As
weird
a vet
videos where
tech,
like
I will
there's
confirm this.
yeah. I
Yeah.
know the video, I just can't fucking find it, and that's probably for the best because I don't want that fucking up my YouTube algorithm and putting me in weird situations and on an FBI list.
Yeah. So I wasn't the only one who thought it was
did
weird
make a
because
tweet towards the FBI recently.
I heard
Focus.
that song coming from when he was dancing. I was just like, dude, is he just like dancing to himself with a song about like cats having heat and shit? What is this? This is fucking weird.
No, and I said this too in the chat. I was just like, I like how like the beginning segment of the dance just looks like he's just blowing two gigantic fucking dicks at the same time.
He did.
God, seriously, what the fuck? Why did you wear Why didn't you just wear white pants or bleach the khakis? I don't know why the khakis bother me so much.
Well, the khakis bothered a lot of people because they're like, yeah, that's just pedophile uniform. Like, khakis are like the universal pedophile uniform. Just look at that dude from Subway. What was he always wearing in the commercial? Khakis.
Wait, does anybody remember Jean Lajoie?
Khord 2 also likes to eat fresh.
Unfortunately, his wife never did if she went down below.
Oh!
I could have gone my entire life. I'm demanding, recompense for having my mental state, destroyed. Give me $50.
Welcome to this show, everyone.
No.
No, hold on. Welcome to this show. Everyone experiences mental death here.
So does anybody remember Jean Lajoie?
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
So if you look up something called rapist glasses. Jean Lajoie used to make videos before he became a TV celebrity-ish. And he had a sex criminal fashion line. The first one was called Rapist Glasses.
Oh, and Cass, I remember
like
you.
the big square glasses.
What? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I remember you saying earlier about how there's nothing surprising about his dancing.
Yeah.
His self-awareness, that the none of that is surprising. The lack of self-awareness is extremely surprising.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it really?
Well, I guess
The
if
fact
we're not
that he
most people.
could go on dancing with that many boos.
Yeah, he tried to say on Twitter, he's like, it's just one guy booing. Like, no.
It's a lot of
I
people.
get that, fursuit heads are well insulated, so maybe you couldn't hear it, especially over your shitty cat rape music. But it was definitely more than one person booing.
Yeah. Also, before we end, I'm gonna go and just finish up one little recording thing on my end, and then we'll get going to end it. So.
Oh God! Somebody looked at rapist glasses.
All right, let's do it. All right, well, we're gonna watch one more thing, chat, and then we'll end it. All right. I know it's 2 hours. It probably should have went with a smaller time frame, but we'll do it. It's okay.
If I may, well, that's cool and all. Now, let me ask you, regarding the Harkness test and everything, why do you find the body of a cat attractive sexually? And why was zoophilia on your F list again, even though you said, oh no, it was just for anthros and roleplay and I misunderstood what it was? Because you've said that before. You have said that before.
Well,
This goes into that. So has your story changed? Were you lying? Were you just stupid? Which one is it? Please tell me.
So, first off, I have no memory of making that F list. It was 10 years ago. I spent 10 minutes.
Of course.
But what I've been trying to put out there is the most logical explanation possible. Just trying to think about, okay, how do I think and what was I probably thinking back then? Because obviously, if there's a mistake I made 10 years ago and I don't remember making it, then I'm doing a little bit of guesswork, but I'm doing pretty educated guesswork. And one theory I have, and I think it's a pretty good one, is when you actually read the definition that F-list provides, it has an ambiguous word. It has the word sapient, which has two different definitions, one being unwise, basically unable to consent, and one means human.
Oh my God.
Persona is technically a human which transformed into a furry quadruped.
And got gang banged by a bunch of other cats, as I can see in these other comments, yes.
So basically, when you have two characters, and one of them was formerly a human, then you could say, aha, this is a sapient human character. And this is a non-sapient because it's not.
Well, hold on. Wait.
furry.
Then does that mean the other characters in that are? Does that mean they also got transformed, or were they already cats?
They were already furries, cats. Yeah.
So you're saying? So wait. So you're telling me you commissioned art? No. Wait. No. I'm gonna mute you here because I need to make this clear. You just said yes. You said. Oh my God. You said yes to that. I'm unmuting you.
Well, then you interrupted me before I could finish the point, because obviously, when you have terms like cat, there's ambiguity there. You don't know if you're talking about a real cat, a persona cat, a feral cat, one that passes the hearts, one that doesn't pass.
You just said it was real.
Different. Well, then you interrupted me before I could finish my point.
Okay, Cord.
You didn't let me complete the point.
Okay,
so
finish everyone shut up. Let Cord finish. Let's hear him out.
So again, one of the definitions of sapient is human. So there's a furry persona, which is not human. Okay, so that would be non-sapient. And there is my character, which is technically a human because it was cursed and transformed to turn into a cat. So we have human and non-human. So when they're coupled, that literally matches the definition that zoophilia has on the F list. And the reason why that interpretation of it in hindsight is completely wrong is because when it says sapient, it doesn't mean human. It actually means wise.
Are you when you say sapient, do you mean sapient?
Sapient. No, sapient. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's Google the word. But
Oh my God, Cord, we don't need to fucking play
No,
grammar police on this.
Sapient. Correct.
Okay, thank you. Because
basically, he's trying to have this little rant about how oh no, it's this, no, it's that. It's semantics. He's playing semantics, and it's so fucking funny because you can clearly tell he's trying hard to skirt around the conversation because he knows how bad it looks. Like, he's into bestiality. If you like, FLIF's tags don't make it ambiguous per se. You know what those things are, and if you didn't know what they are, you would look it up and you would know the answer. I have never heard of a person who goes out of their way to misconstrued adding things onto their F list like that. That doesn't make any sense.
When you said sapient, that sounded like a completely nonsense word. I wanted to make sure you were saying sapient there.
Well, I mean, and I will admit, I've never actually said the word out loud in a conversation. This is the first time that shows you how.
Yeah, alright. So, there you go. He's gonna make words, he's gonna make up bullshit. I think that's really about it. You can tell he's trying hard for a valid little response. So let me go read. So this is a great little interview that has been on your channel. It's not on mine, no. I think it might be on Lucid's, I think? I don't remember if he still has his stuff up. Oh, look who's joined the chat, guys. Look who joined the chat. KhordKitty. Is that actually KhordKitty? Is that actually KhordKitty? I've had quite RPs. Wait, quarter RPs? What? Is that actually Cord? I don't know if it is, but that would be funny if it is.
Hey, Khord!
Many first say talking to two quadrupeds is zoophilia, so won't join VC. Then why are you talking here?
Hey, buddy. No, it's fine. You don't have to join VC. I'm just here with my lady and my friends. You know, we put the kiddo to bed, so decided to jump on here since I was bored. I have priorities in straight, unlike you.
Ooh. Hey, Cord, how's it going? What you doing? You getting mad? Mad at your dancing skills being made fun of?
I would love for you to come into VC, and we're all about free speech here, so
yeah,
you can come on in and we can talk about this like men, the thing that you aren't.
We're in the streaming chat room, so it's only allowed by people that we let in. So feel free to get in here. If not, oh well. But I have a feeling you're probably gonna be like one of those type of people who are just gonna like, nah, I'm not gonna defend myself, right? Want to defend yourself? Get in here, boy. He's so happy he did the PLC dance comp. Yeah, sure. You didn't win, did you?
You were booed off stage. The trans rights movement doesn't even want you. I mean, the curtain's closing and you're hitting the wall pretty fast, bud.
It took me 6 goddamn years to get back into the dance comp at BLC. Well, I guess maybe you probably shouldn't have bothered then. Six years for that? Damn. Hello.
Normally that story of it took 6 years to do something, they're always like training to do it, and then they're getting fit and all of that. But yours wasn't wiggle. It was jiggle. So yeah, that was terrible, dude.
jiggle them fat rolls. KhordKitty says, "Nah, I'm not joining VC. Then what are you here for?"
Maybe you should have been a Maine Coon.
Oh, that fits. So,
I mean, you can always join the VC, and we can hash this out, and you can be a man about it.
We actually have a secure VC where it's just going to be like me and a few people. It'll probably be like Vash here, and you could be me and you having a conversation. Coyote might join.
Yeah, Yotes is somebody that you love to talk to, I hear.
Yeah. Welcome, Cyber. Welcome. Don't you just love when people pop in the shows like this? They're just like, I know you're talking about me, and I know you're like talking about me, but I don't want to join your chat, but I'm talking. Come on, dude, come on.
Yeah, come on in. We can hash this out. We can
hash this out
talk.
like adults. I can't join Busy Kitty. Oh, but you're busy Twitter responding and watching streams. Okay, believable. Absolute, totally busy.
I'm too busy screaming at the void that is Twitter.
I fucking love this shit. Oh, this is amazing.
You do realize, Cord, that your name is Mud, and in essence, that means that anybody that's even around you that's associated with you. The sad part is my pity doesn't go out to you; it goes out to them because, even in just having some form of empathy and pity towards you, they get ridiculed. It's sad.
Yeah, it absolutely is sad. I think it's funny, actually. But, I mean, feel free to jump in, Cord. After all, you talk about being a man and shit, right? Why not have a conversation? I have a feeling he's just gonna walk away. He's just gonna disappear because, oh shit. They got me. Hope his kids are okay. Yeah. Same.
I mean, you can respond over here, obviously, so... Okay, you can't join in the VC. That's fine. Well, I mean, we could always schedule. You're a busy kitty, right? So
Yeah.
we could schedule something if you want to pick a date and time.
Actually, how about this, Cord? How would you like it if we set up a schedule for sometime this weekend where we can all have a conversation about recent events? It's not even really a debate. It's not even really an interview. Just a regular conversation. I mean, it could be an interview at best. Yeah. Just saying. Hey.
We'll even pick and choose and make sure that the people that come in will use kid gloves. I mean, I hear that Vlad is very good at using kid gloves.
Hey, remember when the thing told you not to open? Talk about it. We'll get him talking. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Hey. Ain't possible. Kitty's hella busy. Okay, sure. Sure, buddy.
The truth hurts. Hitting reality like that, yeah, you would be wanting to keep yourself busy, right?
I honestly
have you read a bedtime story to your kid yet? Maybe you should start by doing that. Fundamentally, that kid's future has a lot more value than you fucking wiggling yourself in the fucking dance floor. I mean, don't you have to pay to be in that?
He says he has 2 alts to communicate with and a few others to passively look at posts. Okay, so he actively admits to looking up himself when people talk about him. Nice.
Yep, once again.
Yep. So, I mean, the option's always there, but I don't think I'm going to be capitulating to the idea of entertaining you too much if all you're going to do is cower out and kind of prove my point anyway, so... I would say the fact he responded, kind of proved the point I made on the stream when, the initial point when we all started looking into this, so...
Of narco fuel and narcissism? Yeah, you're completely correct.
Narcissism, he's getting so fucking insane because of all the crap he's getting on the internet for his actions, that he's just so desperate for a win. Because he's taking so many L's, you can clearly tell. He doesn't want to get in here because he thinks he might not win. At least that's what he thinks.
Oh, well, I mean, Dan wants to say something to him, so we can bring him in for like a brief minute and I guess close up.
I think we're just gonna close up anyway. I don't mean to be mean, but we're like almost 2 hours and 20 minutes in.
Oh yeah, you are beyond the 2-hour mark.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
last thing I'll address to you, Khord, is we can we can talk and have a thing going for sometime this weekend or next. But I'm not going to entertain it if all you're going to do is talk shit and not back up anything. Also, before we end, I'm going to do what someone said in here in the chat, because why not? I think that's a good idea. Give me a sec. I don't know if I keep misplacing my clips. Excuse me. Excuse me, good sir. So, Khord, can you explain to me this little thing we're gonna put right here in a minute? About your opinions on the age of consent. Also, thank you for the subscriber, whoever you are. I appreciate it.
Age.
You kind of dodged the question.
Yeah, you dodged it. Give me an age, 1 through 18.
I'll just say I don't care. I have no opinion.
You don't.
I don't care. I don't care.
You don't care. You're favoriting zoophile porn. You're losing your children in custody battle. You're a fucking winner in my book.
You kind of dodged the question.
Yeah, you dodged it. Give me an age, 1 through 18.
I'll just say I don't care. I have
Oh, okay, so I played twice. Oh, Khord. What are you doing? What are you doing, Khord? Oh, Khord, why do you treat your kids like this, Khord? I would love to know, Khord. Oh, why do you not care for the age of consent, Khord? I thought you were supposed to be a father. Oh man, that is such a, man, I feel sorry for your kids. Oof, excuse me. I feel sorry for your kids. I feel sorry. This is what they call a parent. This is what they have to call. This is what they have to call dad. Holy shit.
I never want to see Khord with a number 1 dad shirt.
Oh, he goes, I want the age of consent laws to stay the same. That's clearly not what you fucking said. You said you didn't give a shit. And you were a father. Oh. Cope, seethe, mold, bitch.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to end it, really. And to all the dads that are actually doing their shit and, you know, being a part of their kids' life and everything, shout out to them.
Absolutely. Also, before we end, I would like to say a few closing statements. First one, obviously, we're just going to get this one across the pond really quickly. For those who still remain to watch this channel, I would appreciate if you like, subscribe, share around the content, and just feel free to comment your opinions and all that other stuff. Feel free to interact with the content and share it anywhere you can, because it's hard to make this content work without people like you. On top of it, Khord, let's talk about Khord before we end it off. It seems to me that in the typical story of people like Khord is the path of narcissism that just they never seem to stop until the end. So on top of that, I do believe we're witnessing the beginning of the end for KhordKitty, at least in the regards of, instead of just him being made into a laughingstock per se, he's going to be laughed into oblivion and self-destruct constantly every single day. So, on top of that, I can't wait to see this path of no return taking full fruition eventually. And from what I know and what I'm hearing from some birdies out there, something is coming. Hope to see you guys there.
And one other thing.
What?
The after stream, you forget to mention that.
Oh, yeah, after stream. Are we doing an after dark stream or just an after stream?
No. I'm saying like after the stream, we usually go in the general and stuff and hang out.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. If you're a part of the Discord server and you want to chit chat with Cass, you can always hit him up in the VC after the stream.
Yep. I'll be there in a bit. Obviously, I'll get my food. Dinner time.
Well, yeah, but that is a thing.
Yep. So there we go. Let's just play one little song to end it all. To end this fucking fiasco for now, and eventually we'll return. So feel free to share around the content. And, piss off Khord. Because this channel's probably doing better than he ever will. Let's be fucking honest, not to toot my own horn. But it's real.